Welcome to AlphaCars Motorcycles. Today we're taking a close look at this 2011 INFINITI EX35 rear-wheel drive with only 8,000 original miles on it. This is a one-owner vehicle from Florida, which means a rust-free underbody. We will take a look at the underbody with the vehicle up on the lift later in this video. And it has a clean Carfax, all factory original paint as confirmed with our paint meter. And check out this interior. This is their sort of tan, they call it wheat color interior. And as with 8,000 miles, it presents really like new. Of course, there are some things to review on the vehicle. That's what this video is for. We're gonna do a full condition overview on this INFINITI, including the exterior, interior, and up under the underbody on the lift, as I already mentioned. If you are interested in this 8,000 mile INFINITI EX35, reach out to us on our website, alphacars.com, or call us directly at 978-263-9000. We do offer vehicle transportation as well, so keep that in mind. Reach out to us and we can go over those options with you. But with all that being said, let's take a look at this ultra low mileage INFINITI. Let's start on the exterior of the INFINITI. I will say this color is spectacular, especially in person. When the sun hits it, there's so many different elements to the metallic flake. It looks great. Let's start on the passenger side here, and we'll go down the panel at an angle so we can clearly see any dings, dents, scratching, or irregularities in how the light reflects. And the passenger side does look really good. Seeing the passenger side wheels, I don't see any damage on the rear wheel there. And on the front wheel, once again, I don't see any cosmetic damage. It all looks great. And the plastics are in really nice shape as well. Now, as we make our way to the back of the vehicle, we've got the rear glass. I left off the back plate so we can see underneath. We can see it's really nice. It's got the VIN tag on the hatch there. And really no imperfections on the hatch. There's a few little scuffs on the bumper here from things being put in the back. Mainly on this side, you can see these couple areas. But other than that, we have the dual exhaust back here, which has the nice chrome tips. And there is a light blemish here, and just right here, very small. And now as we go down the driver's side, we'll once again look for any dings, dents, or scratches. And it does all appear to be really nice. Such a deep glossy luster in this paint. Let's take a look at this driver's rear wheel. It does look really nice. There is a couple cosmetic blemishes. There's one here and on right here, here, and here. As you can see, very light cosmetic scuffs. This vehicle goes down the road very smooth. Doesn't affect how it operates in any way, just purely cosmetic. And this driver's front wheel overall presents well. Once again, the lightest of scuffs right here, and one little one right here. But we can see even the caliper, there's no corrosion on there. It looks really nice. And the brake rotor, the face of it, looks nice as well. And even peeking up into the wheel well area where we have our upper control arm there, that's all very clean. No rust on the bolt there or the threads, just a little bit of road splash. And now I do want to point out a couple little scuffs. There's a little blemish here, and like right here, there's a couple very minor blemishes that were touched up with the factory color. So it's actually really hard to see unless someone tells you about it. And we're full transparency here, so of course I just did. But here's the windshield. Now the hood. I haven't found a single rock chip on the front of the hood. I looked at it for a while and I really couldn't find any pitting or rock chips. It is in excellent condition. And at this front edge of the vehicle, I do want to show there's a light scuff just in the plastic here. And then a light scuff here, which was touched up in the factory color. Once again, it's pretty hard to notice unless someone points it out to you. The headlight lenses are crystal clear. Really nice condition. And the front bumper overall is in really nice shape as well. We can see there's no holes in the bumper for the license plate. It was never drilled. We don't like the holes in the bumpers for the plates. We like being able to admire the body lines of the vehicle, see how it was intended to look from the factory. And right here, there's just a little wave in the bumper cover. You can see right here where my finger is. The paint is not affected. It's just a little wave in the surface. And when you're just at the right angle, you can see it reflects the light a little differently. Lastly, we'll take a look at the roof. We can see the sunroof there. And I didn't see anything on the roof other than a little bit of pollen from being out here in New England for a little bit after we cleaned it. That's all I see there. And now we can open up the cargo area. So we'll open this up here. Plenty of room in the back of the Infiniti. The material back here looks great. There's some releases as well, remote releases to fold the seats down. A lot of room in the Infiniti if you do fold the seats down. And I just operated the cargo cover. All this works great. And you can view a picture of all the seats folded down on our website, where you can view other high-resolution professional images. And now we'll open up this, and we've got the Bose subwoofer in the factory spare tire. And you can see the jack over there and other elements of the toolkit there. And I have the factory mats carefully laid out right here. They're in really nice shape. The rear mat has a little bit of discoloration in a couple spots, but it's pretty minor. And now we will shut the hatch. Looking in the back of the Infiniti, I love this sort of wood style trim in the door panels. It looks great. And yeah, once again, all the panel edges here, all the edges of the sheet metal, there's no corrosion. It's all very clean with no damage. And we've got another VIN tag here. And check out the rear upholstery condition. Looks awesome. And we can release the center armrest, and there's some cup holders in there. And overall, the carpet condition looks really nice back here. We're looking at the passenger side right now. And the driver's side, it just has a little discoloration right here, but that's the only thing to note. And now in the passenger side, the door panel on this side presents the same. It looks really good. And the sun's coming out a little bit, so we'll have a few bits of sunlight on the interior. Headliner's in excellent shape, and we will exercise the sunroof in just a minute here to show how that works. And yeah, once again, like even the limiting strap here, look at the hardware and the mounting points for the door. It's all so impressive. It really does look factory fresh. And that's not a term I want to use too often, because most of the time it's inaccurate for a used vehicle, but many areas of this Infiniti, it is factory fresh with the low mileage and limited use. And now we're at the passenger front seat condition, which looks excellent. The Infiniti branded kick panel here. In the glove box, the factory booklets and manuals are in there, and you can view pictures of those on the online listing on our website. And yeah, everything else presents the same over here. Edges of the door, it all looks awesome. And now at the driver's side, looking at this door panel, you can see there's no wear on any of the buttons or the symbols on them. And yeah, everything is looking great. On this driver's door, I do want to show there's a little bit on the rubber sort of gasket here for that wipes the window. Just a little bit of blemishes on there. So I'm sorry if the camera, there we go. I'm trying to keep the camera focused. I just want to show that, of course, for full disclosure. There's the VIN plate on the driver's side. And looking at some of the dashboard here, steering wheel, the driver's seat. Driver's seat's in very nice shape, and there's just a little bit of discoloration just right here. The material's fine, it's just a little discoloration spot, and the rest of the seat looks really nice. Now let's get in. Foot on the brake, hit the start button, and it starts right up. The AC is nice and cold as that starts to blow here. And right there, 8,089 miles. And if you see the screen doing any weird things, it's just because of the effect of the camera filming it. And same thing with this screen, this operates fine. You can view pictures of it on the website, but the navigation, it's all accurate of where we are. It all looks good. And even there's other functions that come up with the climate control to confirm those things. I'm really sorry about the lines in the screen due to the camera filming it. Only thing I want to mention, just a couple buttons here have a little bit of the finish missing. You can still tell, you know, what they do, but that is, you know, I guess the only little bummer right there. And we've got the shifter, which all looks really nice. Heated seat controls, and there's cup holders here, and the center console, which I believe has some hookups in there for the mobile devices. And yeah, the buttons up here do look really nice. And looking up at the headliner and the functions up here, everything looks great. Let's use the sunroof. Very quick to operate, no abnormal noises. And we can employ the shade there, and you can see the material all looks good. Now checking out the steering wheel, such impressive condition. And we have the ashtray in here, which very clearly has never been used. It kind of has like a felt lining to it. I don't know if it's actually still supposed to be an ashtray, because I feel like this would be flammable, but it's clearly never been used. The vehicle, it still has like that new leather smell in it. It really is a nice place to be. And the last two things I want to mention, one, the clock, it just has a little bit of blemishes in the surface of the lens. You can see the little kind of lines there. So I want to mention that. And you might notice on the dashboard, the material in a couple spots, it kind of just looks a little wavy. Well, the dashboard was reupholstered, recovered before we acquired the vehicle. We don't know when, but that is why the material is in nice condition. It just has some of that little inconsistencies with how it lays on the dash. So we just want to mention that. And lastly, we will pop the hood. The car beeps at me because I have the key in my pocket and I got out of it. And now we've got our 3.5 liter V6, around 300 horsepower. And you can see the stamp there, the VQ35. And things are ultra clean under here. It idles so smooth and quietly. And yeah, all the plastics and even the underside of the hood, it all looks great. There's no corrosion or funny business or anything like that. So now that we've seen really everything there is to see out here, I'm gonna get the vehicle up on one of our lifts in one of our Boxborough showrooms here, just to the right of the vehicle, and we'll take a look at the underbody. Now that the Infiniti is up on the lift, let's take a look at it. Of course, there's always so many exciting vehicles to see in our showroom, including some of these 90s German icons. You can view these exciting vehicles on our website. But back to the Infiniti. Of course, low mileage from Florida. You can see the splash shields under here. There's no damage or gouges or anything like that. The suspension, the front shocks here, nice and dry. Now taking a look from this angle, this is aluminum subframe. There's a little bit of orange here and there, very superficial, just from the moisture in the air. But the pinch weld condition on both sides and the unibody condition, really, really impressive. I've got my light here to shine a bit more light on things for some more visibility. Now we're at the back of the vehicle. Like I said, a little bit of superficial orange here and there, but it's very, very clean. Even look at the sway bar end links here, these fasteners. You can count the threads on those. Look how clean the bolt is. The rear, one of the rear alignment points here, this eccentric washer. You can see how clean that is. There's gonna be no frozen alignment points on this vehicle here. And yeah, a little bit of road splash here and there, but even the, of course these control arms are aluminum, but the coil springs are steel. And you can see there's not a spot of rust or anything on those. And look at how clean the bolts are back here that go into the unibody. It's all super impressive. And even the plastic around all the bottom edges here, I don't see any damage to report. It all looks good. So that's been the underbody inspection on the 8,000 mile Infiniti. If this video was interesting or helped you out, please leave a like on it. If you are interested in this vehicle, reach out to us, 978-263-9000. Be sure to check out our website. There's lots of amazing motoring items on there, anything from 2-wheeled machines to 3-wheeled machines, and of course 4-wheeled machines. This has been Ian reporting from one of our Boxborough showrooms. Please subscribe so then you don't miss out on the latest low mileage vehicles.